Lace up the shoes, chase W's.
Now what I do?
Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. The beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see Modesto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, I make pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Never save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet points of God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist, man, check the wrist, man, got him hot. Hey, man, can't ball like this, man, Lord. Past the pig skin, when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, count it up. Hey, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she want it like me, cause her blame, she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet points of God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts, whole team counting, that's a big number.
Okay, Coach, on a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Houston Texans. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
This is it. Is it team? 54 Mike. All day, every day, any day.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Watson now to throw. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. 30, 20, touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 23. First carry now for the Memphis man, Darrell Henderson. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Next to receivers, they'll spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
On 2nd down now, it's Henderson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Shaquille Barrett, the blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now Mahomes. Jones has it. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 41-yard line.
First down, Chiefs.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41. Henderson now on 1st and 10. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. Henderson going to run for it. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
And their first down, Chiefs.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Switch. No. Yellow.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. On 1st down, Henderson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Keep playing hard. Let's get it.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Yellow. Under 10. 10. Sponge. No.
They go play fake. Mahomes being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
A gain of 10 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Wide, 44. Let's go, team. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Check nickel. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll run here with Henderson. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
2nd down and goal. Mahomes. And now he's going to use his legs. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. 3rd down and goal now, and this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop. Mahomes going to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Shaquille Barrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
Santos' kick is up and through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 48.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
the kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Chiefs.
Yellow. Cut. Attack. Undercut.
Oh, a design run for their wideout. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
From the 38, Mahomes. Caught by Jones. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
25. Check 25.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
Come on now, let's go.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now it's Mahomes. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Check. Breakdown. Pick the edge. Go.
Here's Henderson. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post Because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. First and goal. Working from the gun, Mahomes dancing to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score Chiefs 10, Texans 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw, Watson. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field goal. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
You better be afraid of me. Check 13. Check 13. Check.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mahomes now to throw. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it.
Hey, watch it. Watch out.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett, and this Texans defense stands tall. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off of play action, it's Watson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43.
Intercepted. Come on, guys. We got this.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Hey, Ridley. Check. Get the yellow. Check.
Now here's Mahomes. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now Howard. And he's going to get this inside the 30. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dylan Cole. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
54 Mike. Check. Watch 54. Hey, let's get that ball. Let's get that ball right here.
Again, it's Elliott. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Throwing on third down, Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 44. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Called fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
Throwing on 2nd down, Mahomes. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Shifting Griffin there on the tackle. A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter able to record his 5th sack of the season.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
On now, Kaiser, the punter, sending it away. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. You're down on the scoreboard, and this is not what you want to see. 99 yards of field in front of you.
Yeah, and it just shows how important a good punter can be and how that person can really help out a team. Guarantee you his agent can be taking that video clip in on the next contract negotiation, don't you think?
And he takes it all the way up to the 45-yard line. A big run that time by Elliott. 44 yards on the ground. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45.
Check 50. Check 50. Hey, 59. Out. It's free.
Here's Watson. Going deep for Hopkins. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. I know this defense knew it coming into the game, Charles, and they know it even more now. DeAndre Hopkins is a tough cover.
And anytime you see him out there and there's less than double or triple teaming him, take a shot with it. Just what you're talking about. If he's such a tough cover, one guy's not going to get it done. Throw the ball out there. Let him go get it.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd.
14. Chiefs 13.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Mahomes now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. Well, now they'll try the end around. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Texans scoop it. And he cuts it right, and he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
43. Hey, 15.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes rolling to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Go. Go. Kill. Shoot. Hey, 57.
2nd and 15. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Duke Dawson picks it, and they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Mike set. Stop your whine. Get down. Check. Wow.
After the interception, here's Watson. Now the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Elliott. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
Set. 18. Check 54. Line 54. Check Mike. Right there. 54. Right. 54. 3 bud. Mike's 54.
3rd and long. It's Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. That one goes for 24 yards. That catch for his career's number 731, and that's the number that Calvin Johnson ended with when he stopped his career in 2016.
Yeah, what could have been for him. So maybe now what we'll see is someone else continue to elevate their game and put this number well in his rearview mirror. I think 800, not out of line here.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. They got to get to the 23 here on third.
54. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a two-score game.
Yeah, let a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Mahomes now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Jim.
Now Mahomes completes it to Hardman. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes looking downfield for Jones. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. It's caught. Jones. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 40. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. He'll buy some time right. That one caught by Tyreek Hill and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Watch the twist. Check 31. Check 31. Shift. Check.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. He was looking again for Kelsey there on that play, but now it'll be third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And this will be caught inside the 10. What a grab. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Check three. Watch the safety creep.
Now it's Mahomes again. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And the pressure gets to him again. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelsey, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
The 1st down run for Elliott will net him about 5 yards. It's 2nd down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Hey, what's that? Hey, what's the ball? Say. Check.
They go to Elliott again. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that. Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road. There's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Texans, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.